Hey everybody, how y'all doing? Thank y'all for coming in. I noticed a while ago that the time changed on it. I had it set for 7 p.m. and I left and went to town. And then I noticed it was set for 12:30 today. I have no clue what is going on, y'all. There is some glitchy stuff happening with StreamYard, with YouTube. I apologize for those who came in at 12:30. I wasn't even home, guys. I'm sorry. But thank y'all for being there, TJ and Melissa. Thank y'all so much. Hey Cheryl, how you doing? Yes, bring Bubba home. That is our goal. Yes, everybody's having problems. It's crazy. There's been a couple times where it's turned my stream part down completely. And I've had to put it back up, go back into it, but I don't know. Hang on, I'm going to take my glasses off. Excuse my head, my little hairdo, my do-raggy thingy. I have had today what they call a silent migraine. It is, I don't know if anybody's ever seen or had one, but it's like I start getting pixelization movements in one of my eyes, and it'll start out just real teeny tiny, and before it's over with, about 15 minutes to 20 minutes later, the whole eye is covered with it. And when that goes away, it's like an instant migraine. And I had them for years and years. It was horrible. And then the doctor gave me shots, and I gave myself a shot in the belly. And I did that for about a year, and we stopped. It's been 6 years, and I've had one last week. I have had two today. So my head is hurting. But, anyways, we're going to keep going. And I wanted my hair back, but I couldn't put a barrette, or I couldn't put a bobby pin or anything like that in it. So this is what we got. I hope everybody's good today, though. Thank y'all for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. Y'all are so sweet. So, we're gonna see if any more comes in. I know Justin, I think, is going live about now as well. I was trying to wait until after he went live, and so I pushed it back to 7, and now he's going at 7. I was like, I give up, give up, give up. So, lots of weird things are happening in Sebastian's case, guys. Lots of strange things. We're going to talk today about one in particular. Yeah, when I go back, I've got a doctor's appointment the first part of December. So when I go back in, I'll start getting those shots again, because those work so good. But I'm not surprised because of all the sinuses I've had this year, and it's probably got a lot to do with that. So, anyways, and my nose is drippy today. But oh, excuse me. I was gonna read something to y'all. So I was sent something today um to look at. I had not seen it or read it before, but let me see. Okay. Our Blue Eyes Jewel sent it to me. And it talks about around. Hi, Peggy. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for being here. Where is it? Oh crap! Now I can't find it, guys. Hang on. Here it is. Um, it doesn't have a timestamp on it, but this was put out right shortly after, or this was the whole thing behind the story here. Hi, Bonnie. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you coming in. Okay, this whole thing here that was put out, it was put out by an anonymous participant in the Justice for Sebastian Rogers page. And this was, they're talking about the night Sebastian went missing. And it says, strange man, gray shirt, hiding and running. Has anyone seen a strange man hiding and running in their yards tonight? You got to remember, this is on their neighborhood page, okay? Around 6:30 here on Cheryl, we came home to see a man hiding behind a tree next door to our house, moving around the tree to avoid detection as we drove closer, then running and crouching behind the car to avoid detection, then running into the neighbor's backyard. It was really unnerving and weird. Be on the lookout and make sure your doors are locked. Have y'all heard that? I had never heard that. Hey, Sammy G, how are you doing? Thanks for being here. Guys, I had never heard that. And that was put out on February the 25th. You did not get a notification? Oh no, Cherise. Well, something happened and somehow it went to 12:30 today. I don't know what happened. You heard that the other day? How crazy. How did we not know about this? That is insane. The day before he went missing on that Sunday at 6:30 at night. Now guys, think about that. They should have been getting home from Texas Roadhouse just a little after 6:30 p.m. And there's a man with a gray shirt hiding behind trees and cars, running into people's backyards. I wonder if they had a visitor that night that wasn't supposed to be there. I don't know. Makes you wonder though. That's insane crazy. Um I'm glad I saw that and got to read it because I had not heard about it. But I do hope and pray that was turned into TBI, and surely that was, because that sounds to me like it would be a for sure serious thing. Very for sure serious. It's not the correct picture. Oh, yeah. Okay. So TJ said that picture that's out there of Sebastian and his mother at the Roadhouse is not the picture from that night, because supposedly Sebastian had fish that night, and that's not what must have been on the plate. Yeah, Sammy G, this was the night before, right before they got home. So I don't know. Hey, Lisa, thanks for coming in and joining us. I was really surprised when I heard that. So I don't know. I mean, that was put out on their little community, their little area that where everybody lives there, they have a little private group, and that was put out. Hey, Meow, thanks for coming in here. Thanks for being with us. Could be a distraction. Who knows? I tell you, TJ, there's so much to this story. I don't even think we're scratching the surface yet. So much keeps coming out. Selena, how you doing? Hope everybody's good your way. Okay, so let's talk about it, guys. At right, the at night, or however you say it. Hi, Jody. Put out on the 13th yesterday some information. I want to go over it because there are two items that they talk about. And there are several of them, but there are two that stand out to me, super important and very worth talking about. Hi, Linda. Come in and have a seat and join us. Thanks for being here. So, they talked about advanced data analysis, tips being called in, all that. They have a system that is going through it, clearing out everything that's been checked into and everything. So we know all about those things. But when they say, "Hey, Southpaw, how you doing? How you doing? Hope you're well." When they say attempted infiltration of at-night systems, attempted infiltration, that means someone has tried to do what they could possible to be able to look into their systems to find out basically what do they know. Attempted infiltration of at-night systems. We have confirmed 2 individuals attempted to infiltrate at-night's system by using fake IDs to apply for employment. First of all, that's 2 stupid people right there. This is an analysis group. That's what they do. They analyze anything and everything pertaining to what they're working on. They have systems in place that can tell them whatever it is they need to know about that subject. And yet, 2 people thought that they could outsmart this whole system. Fake IDs. Fake IDs ain't going to work. And they're going to apply for employment. They're going to go there and work. Hey, Linda and Yelva. Hi. Yeah. Hope y'all are good. So they're going to apply for employment, in my opinion, and in most everybody's opinion. Those people are just wanting to see, what do they know? What do they have? During the interview process, they provided information that allowed us to conduct background checks and identify pertinent details. Hi, wise old lady. Thanks for being here. Background checks. How are you going to give a fake ID? Do you have a fake background too? Because if you're trying to get employment, if you're trying to get into their systems to see what's going on, what they have, and what they know with your fake ID, you better have a fake background prepared. And most background checks, you have to have fingerprints. 90% of your background checks have to do with your fingerprints. Now, for the interesting part, connections to persons of interest. Further investigation revealed that one of these individuals is connected to Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers through marriage, not by blood. So the second individual is believed to be wanted, okay, on unrelated criminal charges involving moving kids around, taking little kids for other purposes. These individuals have been reported to authorities and further investigations are underway. Now let's go back to this. One of these individuals is connected to Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers through marriage, not by blood. That means, for everybody in the back, not his father, not his mother, not his mother's family, not his father's family, but through a marriage that's not blood related. Yeah, meow, Melissa. Yeah, that's pretty obvious. His mother's family is not in the picture. His father is in the picture. His family is in the picture. But they're blood related. So out of all this, you've got a person that is not related only by marriage. So I would have to say him and his family would be a person of interest. The second individual, believed to be wanted on unrelated criminal charges involving, could be illegal substances, it could be children that's moved around, it could be several different things like that. Hey, Susie, thanks for being here with us. Good to see you. This person's wanted on criminal charges. Criminal charges with a non-blood related relative. A criminal What is going on? Who, in Sebastian's case, is so desperate to fake getting employed by At Night Media Analysis Group so that they can get on the inside and find out what they know. Maybe they want to get in there and delete some of that stuff. Maybe they just want to get a heads up. Maybe they're idiots. Because if you're going to allow someone to do a background check on you, and you got a fake ID, okay, they can only go so far. But if you give them your fingerprints, they know who you are. And most background cases come with a fingerprint. But when you listen to this and the way it's worded, you cannot help but think, why is someone trying so very hard to dig in to find out what is known to stop them, to eliminate anything that would help find Sebastian? What is going on? And I'm telling you guys, you may not like his father. You may not like Seth Rogers as a person, but that man is not the one creating havoc and all this kind of stuff, trying to figure out, to divert from, to distract from finding this child. And I've told people over and over and over, okay, show me something. If you don't like Seth, you think he's involved, okay, show it to me. Show me what you got. Because I want to look at all angles. I want to be fair. I want every bit of it laid out in front of me, and I want to know the truth. I don't want to sit on here and pick and choose who I'm talking about. I don't want to pick sides. But nobody's coming up with anything related to Seth. And guys, right here, I'm not joking, in their words, not blood related, but through marriage. Not blood related. That means not his father, not his father's family, his mother, but not her family. Who's left? The one that keeps, I don't know, taking polygraph tests that haven't been taken, saying yes to polygraph tests that don't get taken, telling stories and getting hateful when somebody mentions his family, talking to Sebastian's father like he is a child and needs to be reprimanded, when all he's trying to do is clear up all the drama that's happening and the things that are being said. It's not part of his plan. So he ain't going to say it. He's not going to do it. No, not his way. I don't know what more can be laid out in front of people for them to understand something is going on that is causing Sebastian's case to be faltered. You can't find the kid because every time you go out and look for him, there's hate. There's things being put on you, people attacking you. People are literally wanting to harm you if you continue. People, you got to be able to open your eyes and see his father's not doing this. He's trying to find his child. And everything that continues to come out, all the hatred, all the ugliness in this case, all the efforts that are being made or not being made from that side. The efforts are not to benefit Sebastian, but defer everyone away from finding Sebastian. Yes, tires been popped. Cars have been vandalized. Things are happening. Things are happening. It's very obvious. It's very true. We've heard people speak out. People in their own neighborhood don't want to talk because they are afraid of him and his family. And now this, I hope and I pray that they find out exactly who each of those persons, who they are, and justice will be served on that side for Sebastian. Because, guys, we cannot keep climbing uphill every single day. We want to talk about this child. But that's what seems to be happening. More stuff keeps coming out. It's more of this. Of course, we had to stop everything we were on and divert our way to Oregon because there were so many secrets behind there in that trip. Next, we'll be over to Myrtle Beach, where we know they went to before, too. Are we going to Bora Bora with them? I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt that they go live just to distract us from that area. That area in Hendersonville, Tennessee. The area surrounding Sebastian's home is where people have been looking, have been threatened, have had their property damaged. And it's funny how they get to a certain point and they're looking, and yet that's when the threats start coming out. I've seen it happen for 3 creators already, all within a just small circle area of the same place. What is hiding out there? What is hiding that they don't want us to know? Is it Sebastian? Could it be Sebastian? all the distractions that keep coming along keep sending everybody everywhere else to look. I myself, another creator, a friend, she's been told to go different directions, been told about this place that is for special needs kids, that place that's for special needs kids, all these things. Those things aren't anywhere close to Hendersonville. So is it, let's send everybody on a goose chase so that they don't find him close to home? Or is it one of those, we've got power, we got money, we have people backing us, and he'll never be found? He will never be found. It's going to be a case that goes down in history. It's going to be studied for years to come. That's their goal, I'm assuming, because that's what we're seeing. Distractions from every angle. And yet, here we have two people bold enough to apply for a job with fake IDs just to find out what 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 are you looking for? What they know? How much do they have on you? Have they narrowed it down to the site, the place? What? That's the thing. We don't have those answers. Those two people have those answers. There was a point where they were just recently hiring for private investigators. Now tell me, who is going to hold a private investigator's license when their actual self, has got criminal charges? It's not going to happen. You're not going to hold a license of any sort with criminal charges. But yet, they have friends. So, are their license under a fraudulent name as well? Is this a habit they have? Do they have these fake IDs just sitting around where they can pick one? It's infuriating. And here we are every day sitting here. We go over our list of stuff. We look at things on YouTube, on Facebook, on the internet, news stations, and everywhere we possibly can. And we talk to other creators. We try our best to make Sebastian proud, to do what's right to help find Sebastian. And yet, we have these two people out there playing around like they're in junior high. Let's use a fake ID, man. Come on, we'll do it. They'll never know. Well, yeah, they know. Because all of this that's happening, all these cases and judgments and all of this court ruling stuff, and every bit of it is real. It's not fake. They're not putting out fake papers. It's all real. But to try to be someone you're not just to find out information about a 15-year-old missing boy, there's got to be a reason. You have to really want bad to know that reason, to find out what do they know about Sebastian, about the night of, the morning of, about who. They're the ones that hold the answers. You know, it's crazy how people can stand by and support two people that a child came up missing from their home under their care, that has yet to attend to any vigils, that has yet to make any attempt to tell the same story twice, that has yet to stay home and wait for their child to come back home, that has yet to make any efforts whatsoever to help anybody and everybody that wants to find Sebastian. Oh my goodness, James. I don't know what happened. I had it set for 7 p.m. I swear to you. I was not even home at 12:30. I don't know what happened to that. I am so sorry, James. There was a few of y'all here, and I apologize. YouTube is messing up. YouTube, StreamYard, they're both messing up bad. So, anyways, I just get so frustrated because we try. There's those of us who try really hard to try to stay fair, to try to stay in this middle zone where our concentration is 100% Sebastian. And yet there's people out there playing games with his case. All just for what? What is the purpose? They don't want Sebastian found. Will Sebastian be able to tell us what happened that night, that early morning? Will Sebastian be able to give names? When Sebastian's found, if he is no longer with us, will his body give up DNA story? Because a child does not disappear. A child does not get out of his house and walk away or run away without being seen. Heck, we just read a story about the men the night before as Katie and Sebastian were on their way home. And for those of you who didn't hear it, Let's just read it again, shall we? February 25th, 6:30 p.m. Has anyone seen a strange man hiding and running in their yards tonight? This is a post made in their community page. Around 6:30 here on Cheryl, a street very close to Sebastian's home, we came home to see a man hiding between a tree next door to our house, moving around the tree to avoid detection as we drove closer, then running and crouching behind the car to avoid detection, then running into the neighbor's backyard. It was a little unnerving and weird. Be on the lookout and make sure your doors are locked. 6:30 p.m. About the time Sebastian and his mother were pulling up or getting ready to pull into that neighborhood, there's a person trying to avoid detection. I just wonder, could this person be avoiding, I don't know, DCS, CPS, however you want to say it? Yes, Linda, if he is not with us any longer, his body will tell a story. I have a feeling it will. So, yeah, exactly, Ginger. As long as they create division, they have content. Maybe so, TJ. Maybe this person was trying to plan the route. Maybe so. Yes, Linda. It is in their neighborhood. Yes. Just a couple of streets. Yeah. It's all, and you got to remember this neighborhood's only a couple of streets, Trial run, possibly. Makes you wonder, doesn't it? Makes you wonder. So, I don't know. It does make you wonder. Um, so we're going to keep on with Sebastian's case. We're going to keep talking. We're going to keep reading things that we hear about. We're not going to leave it alone. We're not going to let it go. Cheryl, that's the thing. We don't know if they picked it up on camera. We don't know what all the cameras got. But I would imagine if somebody could see a person while they're driving down the road in their car, I'm sure a camera picked it up. So, to whomever it is that likes to cause all the distractions to keep us away from finding Sebastian, that wants to go as far as fake IDs to gain employment to find out information. We're not going nowhere. We're going to still call out all the crap. We're going to still talk about Sebastian. We're going to still talk about ways that fake IDs, non blood related, only through marriage related ties back to Sebastian. Narrows it down to a very slim group. They're making it easy for us, guys. They're making it easy. They're not very smart, but they think they are. And as long as they think they're smart, they'll be caught. And their day is coming. I honestly believe it. The day's coming when we get that post that someone, possibly more than one, has been picked up and charged in the destruction of a missing child's case. But that's what they're doing. Possibly even, maybe they could be charged with worse. But for now, you mess around with a child's case, you will get caught. It's happening, and we're seeing things happen to counteract it. And I just want to stay Sebastian strong. I want to do what I can do. I want you guys to continue to stay Sebastian strong and to continue to do what you can do. Listen, keep your ears open, your eyes open. Let's sit down here and have a talk about it. Let's discuss what's happening and what's being said. Because that's how things are solved. And that's how we're going to accomplish something. But those who think they know way more than us, those who can safely say 5 days after stepson is missing, he can say with confidence, this is going to be a case that's studied for years to come. Only 5 days. He was that confident to know that 5 days, he could have came home that afternoon. He could have came home that night, the next day. But Sebastian's stepfather was confident enough to know it would be studied, this case, for years to come. You see, folks, only cases that are huge, big, that took a long time, difficult to figure out, those are the cases that get talked about for years to come. You know, like Jack the Ripper. 5 days. And he was confident. 5 days says a lot. Within 5 days, he's on a YouTube channel. Was it 5 or 7? 5 or 7 days they're on a YouTube channel. only because, in my opinion, law enforcement diverted away from a running away child, a child that ran away from home, not looking that direction anymore. There's no sign of it. There is no proof he ran out that door. And you see, when you take off from your home and you don't come back, that's a runaway. If you took off by yourself and ran by yourself. But when there's others involved with getting you out that door, then it becomes criminal. But they played it out perfectly. They thought a runaway child is going to send everybody out looking, away from the house looking. Go on out there and look. He ran out that way. He never ran out that door, did he? He's not a ninja. He never became a ninja and just poof, evacuated out the door in silence under the darkness. No, no. Yeah, Southpaw, I call BS too. But that's what we're up against. All of that is what we are up against. A mother and a stepfather who prefer to go to the Harley shop, motorcycle shopping, instead of going to a vigil to pray for the safe return of the child that lives in their home, the child she gave birth to, the child they both have been raising with his father. But they're not going to go to a vigil to pray for his safe return. You see the father out there searching, scratched up all the things up in the woods, looking around, everything. You see the mother and the stepfather taking vacations, going out of town, going shopping, going out to eat. And they felt so confident that there's no foul play to this. Sebastian just disappeared. Nothing to worry about. They were so confident. They brought another child into that home because there was nothing to worry about. Somebody make that make sense. I don't know what we can do to help Sebastian. And I sit here every day thinking, what the heck? What is it going to take? I do the same thing with Summer's case. What can I do? I want to make a difference. I want to help. But it's hard when you have a whole family putting up obstacles every which way possible. Attacks are being made on people, on YouTube channels, If you don't like what they have to say, then you're the bad person. So you get attacked. There's a child missing. And people are going to play around, hide behind trees, hide behind cars. People are going to play around with fake IDs to get employment. I'm sure it's not just for a job. It's more or less to benefit them and their knowledge of what's happening. What do they know? We have people that we are dealing with the whole time that Sebastian has been missing, that are more concerned about themselves than about Sebastian. And for me, it all goes back to this could be over and done with. We could leave them all alone. We could quit talking about what happened, what didn't happen, what could happen, and who possibly could be involved. If Sebastian's mother would just tell the truth of what happened that evening when they got home. Because she holds the key. There's no change in that. No denying that. A person who has so many perfectly laid out details of the day. Those details have never changed. They've been studied so long, rehearsed probably, my opinion, that not one bit of those details have been changed until it comes to the nighttime when they get home. Very few details. And the details throughout the 3-hour call, those details are what changed. That timeline is what changed. And there's no other details. No other details. But we all know the details of the day before and the day of. Because that benefits the mother. All those details benefit the mother as being a great mother who loved her child and doted on him. Where was that loving mother that night when they got home? Where was she? Because it seems like he went to his room. We'll be generous on time and say 7:00-ish. Till 9 when it's bedtime. He's still in his room. She hears a noise about 11, or should we say over a couple of weeks worth of time, she finally hears the noise. And then nothing till she wakes up. Her story changes, adding to the timeline. This, that, this little thing, that little thing. Everything to make it make sense. But it doesn't make sense. No one believes it. When you have to lie about the truth, no one believes it. When you have to lie to get employment with the company that is investigating The disappearance of Sebastian, when you have to lie, then you need to stay your ass at home. You need to sit down because this ain't the game for you. I don't know, and I say it every time I'm on here, where we're going to go from here, but we're going to keep going. When something comes out, we're going to talk about it. We're never going anywhere. So, to the people who like to play the games, to the people who think they're fooling everyone, we see you. We see right through you. You're making yourself obvious. And it's almost too easy to call you out. But while we call you out, we're still going to talk about what's important. And that's Sebastian, who's still missing, has a birthday coming up in a few weeks. And he's not going to be here. It'll probably be the first birthday his father has ever not been with him. And trust me when I say that is not a happy day. And so while all you people want to sit out there and play games with this child and where he is and who knows and has knowledge, y'all keep playing your games. But I'm here to tell you, leave his father out of it. It's very obvious that you have nothing on his father. You have no receipts to show that he did anything to his child. You can't do that quite on the other side. We have their words. In my opinion, according to the words said, that's what I speak on. Their words. Their words. Not mine, but their words. And we're here. We're here for it. We're here till the end. We're here to get justice for Sebastian. We're here to see these fools who want to play a game with the child's case. We're here to be here until the day the gavel goes down. Because that day's coming. Hey, Miss Kathy, it's okay. It's good. Yeah, TJ, you're exactly right. But on the other side, we got somebody who was home that night, supposed to be alone. And we also have somebody who was supposed to be at work, but he wasn't. That wasn't hard. That wasn't hard to find out. We have a man that walked up there, asked questions, and found out the truth. So, we're here for it. We want justice for Sebastian. We're not going to play games. We're going to speak on the truth. We're going to speak on their words. And that's how I form my opinion. Y'all want us to keep saying, in my opinion? Well, it's there. In my opinion, according to the words said, this is what I know. We have a mother who has nothing to do with finding her son, but is enjoying the vacations she's going on, all the places she's going that's not home, to wait and see if her child came home. We have a stepfather who's lied straight to all of us because he was at work, 5:30 in the morning in the crane. By 6, they don't open till 7. They don't start work till 7. They don't allow anyone in the crane when no one else is around. It's probably an OSHA violation. Safety, safety, safety. And we don't buy it. Oh, and we also have the boss man who says, no, I had to send him home that morning because he was very irritable, hard to get along with. And no, he never told us his son was missing. So there's another one we got to deal with. We got to talk about it. We got to hear about it. We got to discuss it, dissect it, spend all of our time showing and proving and giving the receipts and all the stuff just to basically say, Chris Proudfoot, you lied. More distractions. That's all there is. It's all that's coming out of it. Let's send Bullhorn Betty to jail. Okay? You don't like her. You don't want her to be on your house, around your house, all these things. Okay. Let's cause a whole spectacle. For what? For the woman that was putting up flyers about your step grandson. About a woman who was putting up flyers about your stepson. A woman who was putting up flyers about your son. He said, she said, all this stuff has nothing to do with finding Sebastian. But by golly, let's go to court. Let me get on the stand and testify about how scared I am of Bullhorn Betty. More distractions. More distractions. So they talk some more crap. Crap is being spewed everywhere. That group got a little boisterous and got the same back at him. So there's some more distractions. And now we're finding out there's people in Oregon where Katie and Chris were at weeks after. Weeks, people, just weeks after Sebastian came up missing, they're all the way across the other side of the country. They are all the way to the left side of the United States and up. It's far, almost as far up as you can go. They weren't staying home because they knew he wouldn't come home. They know. They know. You don't stay home and not go travel from one side of the United States to the other side and now all the way to Bora Bora if you're wanting to find your child. But you already know where he is. You're not going to look. You're not going to stay home and wait because you know where he is. And it's getting a little sickening. And she wants to throw crap out at us. The mother saying, well, Sebastian's going to be awful upset when he comes home and hear how y'all are talking about his mother and his stepfather. Well, yeah. What about when Sebastian comes home and hears about a mother and a stepfather who don't care enough to sit there and wait longer than 1 week? What if he really had a temper tantrum, got mad, got pissed off, and took off? And he stayed out there as long as he could, and he couldn't take it anymore, and he's coming back. Oh, but there's nobody at home. Nobody's there. Nobody's there. Well, I'll tell you something, though. I will be more than happy to tell Sebastian about all the people that were here for him. All the people who had his best interest at heart. We have tried. We've talked about him. We put out positive things about him. We don't even know him. But yet he has a mother and a stepfather that seem to always divert to the negative about him. But we're putting out as much positive as we can. But we always got to go back and talk about all the distractions, all the pissed off stuff that keeps happening, the diversions. It's not right. He deserves better than this. But here we are again, talking more about it. Got to cover it because you don't want to let it slip by you. Because all the things we cover, little parts of it keeps coming back in conversations, in Facebook posts, in YouTube lives. Little pieces keep coming back. And that's how we know that we're doing right, because we talk about it, we know about it, we've studied it, we've heard it, we've seen it, all the things we're doing, and we're doing the right thing. And that's talking about Sebastian. Once we get through muddling through all of the fake IDs and the criminal charges and all things, people sneaking around in yards, we can finally get to what we're here for, and that's Sebastian. Oh, I hope somebody does that, Linda. Linda said there's a person that commented a while back that they were putting all these videos together to show him when he comes home. Let's pray he does and he's alive. I'm telling you, I don't want to be a person that has to tell a child that their mother felt it was more important to go travel than to stay home and wait. I wouldn't want to be that person. I don't understand it. Losing my son, and y'all, it took me 4 years to move out of my house, and I'm still not quite coping with it well. I knew he wasn't coming back, but I wanted to be near his room. I wanted to walk in there whenever I needed that hug from him. I knew where my child was. They have no idea. And yet they're just busybodies going out of town. Well, I wish them well. I wish them all the fun they deserve. So, and y'all know me. That's not much fun for them. Anyways, guys, sorry for the rant again. It gets so frustrating when you got to talk about this crap. But for people to use fake IDs to apply for a position with the company that is trying their best to find Sebastian, to use all their resources that they have. Kimmy, it's just people are talking about it. There was something Chris posted about it on his Facebook page. We don't know for sure. We don't know for sure. What we do know for sure is two people used a fake ID to apply for a job at night analysis. Keyword there pretty much tells you they're going to know who you are. They're not going to hire you without knowing exactly who you are. But people felt bold enough. Oh, hey, Cal Gal. Hope you're doing good. Thanks for coming in. I do appreciate everybody that's here. I appreciate y'all for listening. It is so frustrating that we have to cover that kind of stuff. But that's what it is. That's where we're at. That's what we're up against. And that's part of the whole case when it comes to Sebastian. And I just pray one day that it's all going to be worth it. And I really think it will. I think people are getting just bold enough and cocky enough that they're going to show their true colors, and people are going to start catching on. And those people are going to be in law enforcement. So all we can do is pray. As long as Sebastian is found, as long as he is brought home, no matter what, as long as we know that we've done everything we could possibly do, and we've done it the right way, in a good way, Oh, thank you, Ginger. That's all that's all we can be proud. All we can do to be proud of ourselves is to make sure that we do things with the intention of Sebastian, number 1. And that's where we're at. That's every person that I see in my chat. I love it. We'll get a troll every once in a while, but it's people who have hearts. It's people who care. It's people who sit and listen that have the biggest heart. And that's what it's going to take. Yeah. Best intentions for Summer and Sebastian. Because, guys, if those 2 kids don't have us on their side, who would they have? People with fake IDs? It's it's just not right. It's sad. But I'm just not sure that they would have. Summer probably wouldn't have her parents too much. Sebastian, he would have his dad. But he has an army, and so does Summer. And we're here for it. We're here for the long haul. We're not going to give up. And if we have to talk about it and call out the stupid crap of people that want to hide behind bushes and trees so they're not seen at the exact moment that Sebastian and his mother were about to come home. If we didn't have to call out the fake IDs that people are trying to use just to find out information, maybe we could get somewhere. But that's what we got to talk about. We got to know what we're up against. And that's the stuff we're up against. They want to say, oh, that's a trash truck. No, sir. Mm-mm. No, it ain't. A trash truck does not have headlights that go 2 different directions. And one headlight does not go right to the very back of Sebastian's home. Doesn't happen. We don't buy it. So, guys, hang in there while y'all are out on the streets. Be tough. Be strong. Don't let too much of this get to you because it can. Because, hey, Eugenie, thanks for listening. I appreciate everybody that's listening. I appreciate everybody in chat. Y'all are the best, and I am so lucky to have y'all. Now, we have to talk about something important here, okay? We have to have, and let me do this real quick. Hang on. Give me just a half a second if I can make this work. I'm going to be amazing. Let me see. Let me see here. I am going to add something. Let me see if I can turn this all the way down. Okay. I'm going to try to add this in to show you. I kind of also need James to approve it. Ah! Can y'all hear? Okay. Dad, hold on. Okay. I'm going to give this a minute. Should be there. Okay. Let me look here. See if I got it. Yes. Okay. Now, guys, tomorrow night, 7:00 p.m. I don't care what my what StreamYard and YouTube are saying. It will be 7:00. Um, we will have our beloved. Come on, show it. Our beloved moderator, James C., is going to share his family's tragedy. Could it have been the torso killer? 7:00 here tomorrow. We want to invite you all to be here. And James, does that look okay? Does everything look good to you for that, James? If you would let me know. I can always go in and change it if we need to, but just let me know, James, if that looks okay. We'll take Sebastian's picture off of it, of course. That's just part of my stream tonight. Southpaw, look at you being a member. Being a member for 6 months, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Is James still in here or did he leave? I know he mods for so many other people. But I'm hoping that looks okay for him. We will be doing this story. James will come up on panel. And he is going to tell his story about his family member and how it could possibly be related to the infamous torso killer. So I hope you all will join us tomorrow night at 7:00 and listen to James and his story. We'll go over it. We'll talk about it and all that good stuff. So pop you some popcorn, be ready, get your notebooks ready. But I do appreciate you guys so much. Thank you. Thank you. Guys, it is getting close to Thanksgiving. How crazy is that? Good night, Selena. Thanks for being here. All right. Y'all be good, be sweet, be kind. And we will see y'all tomorrow night. Mwah. Love and hugs, everybody. Bye.